So I looked at a cabin recently, and they had somebody pulled the permit for it like 30 years ago, and some of the plumbing and electric is run, but it wasn't like complete. And this is an actual question: if I go through the purchase of this, do I have to finish up the permit, or can I just run with it the way it is because there's already power there?
So the unpermitted space is one of the biggest things, one of the hottest issues in real estate right now, and it's a big issue for errors and omission. Agents are getting sued over it. The Real Estate Commission has been cracking down. MLS services have been cracking down on it. And then, unfortunately, there might have been an overreaction, and I think some of the buyer's agents are hyper vigilant when it comes to unpermitted space. So there are a lot of gray areas. Excuse me. With an unpermitted space, first of all, there's some municipalities that just don't hold records. Chatham County doesn't hold records for more than 5 or 7 years. And so just because you don't have the permit doesn't mean it was an unpermitted space. But let's say you're in a situation where you're listing a property and they say, Eric, I have this house, I have this garage, there was a bonus room over the garage, I decided to finish it and it's unpermitted, okay? Well, everybody acts like that's the most disastrous thing whatsoever. Now, if you go up there and it's slapped together and it's done in a shoddy manner, it's probably not creating a lot of value. But if it's done in a very professional, work-like manner, as long as you disclose that it was unpermitted, there's really no issue. So you still have if it's all connected, you still have the totality of the square footage, but you have to disclose to both the buyer and the agents that that is an unpermitted space. Unpermitted space is not always bad. There could be issues, and one of the things that we would worry about is electrical. And if the county wants to, or the inspections department wants to, they can get really nasty. And and it doesn't look like things have been done in a work-like manner. And you can look at the outlets and see. And if you didn't do a GFCI near a water source or whatever, there's just some things that are like really, really suspect to the inspections department. They can ask you to open up the sheetrock and start all over. They can get as mean as they want. Inspection departments are not to be messed with. I know it's real cutesy and everybody says it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. In this world, in this realm, it is much better to ask for permission ahead of time. The other thing that people need to know, though, is you are inheriting that problem. So if you knowingly buy something that is not inspected or approved, that now you're obligated to disclose that to the next person. But I have to say, if you're in a bonus room and that bonus room was done 10, 15 years ago and everything's working right or whatever, we need to disclose it, but it's not that big of a deal, and I think people get a little overly excited about it.